I wake up thankful without a reason, like something good survived the season. The sky looks wide, my chest does too. I didn't win, but I made it through. There were days I didn't understand why effort slipped right through my hands. But standing here, I see it now. Nothing was wasted anyhow. I've been loved, I've been alone, I've been strong, I've overgrown. Every step, both fast and slow, taught me more than I could know. This life still feels kinda me, even when it tested me, even when I lost my way. Something good still chose to stay. This life still feels kinda me, not perfect, just honestly, like it bends but doesn't break, like it gives more than it takes. I see my younger self sometime, rushing through the warning signs, thinking pain meant something failed, thinking calm was just delayed. Now I know the quiet days were teaching me another way. Not every answer needs a rush, not every dream demands a push. I don't need to be extraordinary, I just need to be awake, to notice how the morning holds me before I make another mistake. Oh, I'm not behind, I'm not early, I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. This life still feels kinda me, in the way it lets me grow, in the way it doesn't hurry what my heart needs time to know. This life still feels kinda me, even when I bend the rules. It forgives, it waits, it listens, like a patient kind of truth. Ooh, let me breathe it in. Ooh, let me stay. I don't need the world to change, I'm okay today. Some dreams shifted shape with time, some doors closed and realigned, but every loss I thought was wrong led me where I now belong. I'm not fearless, I'm aware that joy and pain both meet me there, but knowing that I still choose to step forward, open, lose. This life still feels kinda me, not because it's always fair, but because it lets me feel like I matter being here. This life still feels kinda me, and that's enough to say. I wake up ready for the hours, grateful for another day. This life still feels kind, and so do I.
You didn't promise me a future, you didn't save my name, you simply walked aside, and somehow I'm not the same. I didn't lose myself in loving, I didn't shrink or bend, I found parts I hadn't met yet, right there where we end. You never asked me to be smaller, never asked me to stay. You let me move in my own rhythm, and that taught me my way. So when I think of what we were, it doesn't feel unclear. It feels like something finished well, something honest, something dear. Some love doesn't leave you aching, it leaves you more aware of how strong your heart has gotten, of how deeply you can care. You left me better than before, not guarded, not unsure. I trust my voice, I trust my pace, my footing feels secure. You didn't take what wasn't yours, you didn't close the door. You left me better than before, and open to much more. with more intention. I listen without fear. I don't confuse intensity with something sincere. I've learned the shape of closeness, what it gives, what it costs. I know when love is present and when it's simply lost. I don't look back for answers, I don't wish we'd stay. The meaning stayed inside of me even when you walked away. Growth doesn't always come from staying. Sometimes it comes from release, from knowing when a chapter ends and letting it end in peace. You left me better than before, not harder, just more true. I don't need less to feel complete. I don't need more than who I am now too. I carry what we built together without asking for more. You left me better than before and ready for what's in store. Now when I love with clarity, not fear of what might break. I know myself enough to know which chances I should take. I don't hand over my direction, I don't disappear. I meet love as an equal, fully present, fully here. There was no damage left behind us, no part I had to hide, just a deeper understanding of the way I'm alive. Not every ending leaves a scar, some leave a stronger spine. Some teach you how to keep your heart without crossing the line. You left me better than before, more grounded, more aware. I know what love should feel like now because we once were there. I don't regret a single step, I don't ask for encore. You left me better than before, that's what I thank you for. I walk ahead without resentment, no shadow, no disguise, just carrying a better version of who I was because of us. You left me better than before.
Follow the way I usually rush toward the light. Take a step, then another. Make sure my feet feel right. You asked me what I was thinking. I smiled and looked away. Not because I had no answer, I just didn't know how to say. Still remembers how breaking feels inside, how something beautiful can quietly change your stride. Listen more than I speak now, I notice how things are left. I don't give pieces of myself, for I understand. You sit across the table, talking like you always do. Not imagining the future, but I'm present here. There's a calm in the way you move, no need to impress or prove. Don't lean into my silence, you let it stay true. I'm not ready to promise, I won't say I won't get scared, but I'm not closing the door, just leave it in words instead. I've learned love doesn't ask us to forget what we read. just asked if we're willing to begin again slowly with him. Sometimes I pull back a little when things start feeling close. Not because I don't want it, just because I'm earning my dose. I don't need fireworks, I don't need a sign, I just need to feel safe, standing next to the light. You don't ask me for certainty, you don't ask me to leave, you just meet me where I am and let the moment keep it straight, it's pace, no pressure, no test. That alone feels different, that alone feels blessed. I don't know where this is going, I'm not mapping it out, but I like how my chest feels when you're around. Not louder, not louder, just staying warm, like something adjusting to a new kind of form. If love comes back into my life, I want it honest and kind, not something I chase, not something that blinds. So if you're asking me now if I'm ready to begin, I'll tell you the truth without rushing in. I'm not ready for everything, I won't pretend that I am, but my heart is locked, it's just learning how to stand. I'm not ready, but I'm open for now that feels enough. Sometimes the greatest thing is letting yourself be so.
I didn't lose myself in loving you, I didn't fade into your light. Somehow I found myself clear, standing right by your side. You never asked me to be quiet, never try to smooth my edge. You let me take up my own space and still wanted me there. I used to think love was a mirror that only showed what I should be, but you just stood there smiling like you already saw me. I don't perform, I don't pretend, I don't shrink to fit the room. I feel more like myself with you, and that feels new. I'll laugh a little louder now, I say what's on my mind, I wear my truth without explaining, and it still feels kind. settle down. I know love felt like effort, like proving I belong. But you make staying feel natural, like I was right all along. You don't complete my sentences, you let me find my way. You don't need me to be perfect, you're just like who I am today. And somehow that's the magic that makes my heart feel strong. I've been held too tightly, but knowing I belong, I speak without a safety net and land on solid ground. I'll take my time, I'll change my mind, and you don't shut me down. I don't filter every feeling, I don't second guess my truth. I feel more like myself with you. I still have dreams that aren't about us, paths you don't control. You don't feel like competition, you feel like home. We walk together, not entangled, two rhythms side by side, choosing each other freely, every ordinary night. If one day this changes or grows into something new, I'll still be grateful for the way I learn myself with you. 'Cause loving you didn't curse me, it added something real. It taught me how good it feels to simply be myself and free. I laugh a little out, I know I stand a little taller too, not because you lifted me, but because you let me do. I don't disappear, I don't handle my truth. I feel more like myself with you, and that's how I know it's real. Not fireworks or a perfect view, it's waking up and life who I am, standing next to you. No pressure, no disguise, no skirt. I have to choose just me fully breathing, feeling more like myself with you. So if love ever asks me puts you back together as who you already are.
I'm breathing her than last year, like something heavy finally disappeared. No warning light, no dramatic scene, just me waking up later in between. I used to measure love by how it hurt, by how much I gave before it worked. But now I know the shape of comb, it fits my hands, it feels like home. I'm not saying I don't remember, I'm saying it doesn't ruin my weather. But there's a quiet strength in moving on without pretending I was wrong. We were almost everything, almost wild, almost true, almost built a life together, almost made it through, but almost taught me something real, and that's more than just a phase. I didn't lose, I didn't break, I just grew in other ways. Yeah, I'm walking faster now, not too hard, just to feel ground. Every step is mine alone, but it doesn't feel like I'm alone. I see couples on the street laughing out of sync, and I don't flinch, I don't compare. I let them be, I let them pass. I don't need a perfect story, I don't need a matching end. I just need my post to say I do this life again. I gave my nights, I gave my time, I gave my truth without a lie. I loved you clean, I loved you loud, I loved you when I wasn't proud. Oh, no regret, now I try, no shame and tears I couldn't hide. If love's a test, I show my work, your love's a fallout in the dirt. Fast days, so healing, sharp words, soft meaning. I didn't quit, I recalibrated, heart still open, just barricaded. No bitterness, no cold replies, just clearer vision in my eyes. I'm not hard and I'm aligned with who I am in real time. Almost everything, almost fire, almost fate, but almost doesn't mean failure, it just means I didn't wait. Almost taught me how to stand, how to leave without a scar. I didn't lose a part of me, I learned exactly who we are. I don't need a rescue, I don't need a sign. Love comes back around again, I'll meet it right on time. Maybe next time it's quiet. says it works to keep. I'm not closing any doors, I'm just choosing what's inside. I'm not scared of you anymore, I just won't abandon my side. We were almost everything, and I'm thankful that we were. 'Cause almost led me right here, standing steady, standing sure. If love finds me tomorrow, I'll be ready, I'll be calm. I'm not chasing one of us, becoming who I
I didn't notice it at first, the way my steps felt light, the way the air stayed with me a little longer every night. Nothing grand was happening, no fireworks, no sign, just small moments lining up like they finally had time. I laughed without preparing, I smiled without a cause. The day didn't ask for anything, it simply let me pause. I wasn't searching for a feel, wasn't trying to be brave, but something gentle found me in the life I'd already made. I thought happiness was something you had to chase or earn, but it's patient, it's forgiving, it knows when to return. Happiness finds its way back, not loudly, not all at once. It comes in quiet affirmations and trust in what you've become. It doesn't rush or overwhelm, it fits just where you are. Happiness finds its way back like light, remember in your heart. I started noticing the mornings, how the hours felt complete, how I didn't need a reason just to feel steady on my feet. I talk to myself with kindness, I rest without regret. I don't measure joy by promises, I measure it by I let myself feel hopeful without asking what's next. I let the present be enough, and somehow that felt like depth. Joy doesn't need perfection, it just needs space to stay. It grows when you stop questioning if you're allowed to feel this way. Happiness finds its way back to ordinary days, in the way you greet the mirror, in the words you choose to say. It doesn't fix what once was broken, it doesn't erase the past. Happiness finds its way back because you finally let it last. If love walks into my life again, I'll meet it where I stand, not asking it to save me, just reaching out my hand. I don't need it to complete me, I don't need it to stay. I'll welcome it as something real that walks beside my way. I used to think joy was fragile, that it slipped through careless hands, but it's stronger than I gave it credit. It understands, it waits until you soften, until you stop holding back. Then it settles in your chest like it's always known the path. Happiness finds its way back when you're ready to receive, not as something borrowed, but something you believe. It lives in how you carry life in calm and gentle trust. Happiness finds its way back because feels close, not fast and quietly. Without effort, happiness is found. It's way back.
I don't check the places we used to go. Let them make sense without letting them know. If you're still walking there, if my name ever comes up, I don't chase those questions. I'll learn to loosen my grip. Life keeps unfolding in ways I didn't plan. Some days feel heavier, some days I understand. I made new mornings slowly, let them arrive as they are. But every road needs a reason, but every feeling needs a scar. I used to think hope and wait, holding the door open wide, but now I see it differently. Hope can walk right by your side. Maybe we'll meet again in a year or in time. There's different versions of ourselves, trying not to pretend. Maybe we'll smile politely, like old friends often do, and wait on our shoulder. We'll finish true. And with that's all it ever is, just a moment, just a glance. I think I'll still be grateful for how we had our chance. I've been learning how to live without circling the past, how to let memories be warm instead of asking them to last. Some nights I think of you, now we're longing, now we're there, just to cry at appreciation for the past we didn't take. I don't need to know your story now, I trust you'll find in your way. I hope love meets you gently in whatever form you choose to stay. Baby, we'll meet again when timing doesn't rush, when words don't need defending, when silence feels like trust. And if we don't, that's okay. I'm not missing a beat. Some people come to show how to leave with peace. So I walk forward lightly, wish my heart still would be light. Not because I'm waiting, but because I'm alive. Maybe we'll meet again, or maybe this is the end. Either way, I carry forward everything we were meant to send.
I wake up slower than I used to. Let the morning find my pace. I don't Road is gone from by the doorway, but the air still feels like you. Not in a way that pulls me backward, just reminds me what was true. I don't sit by empty windows, counting cars that pass me by. I've got a life that keeps unfolding, even when you're not inside. I'm somewhere between today and the moment we'll meet again. Not holding tight, not walking away, just trusting how the story bends. I carry you without the ache, like a promise softly used. I'm somewhere between today and the road that leads to you. I take myself out into daylight, by the flowers on sea. I laugh a little louder with jokes I almost miss. There were nights I felt the distance, like a shadow on my skin. The shadows only prove a light is waiting somewhere just within. I don't ask the sky for answers or demand a perfect sign. I've learned that hope is not a question, it's a way of moving time. I'm somewhere between today and the moment we'll meet again. Not standing still, not running away, just letting patience be my friend. I've grown into the space we made, where our silence used to stay. I'm somewhere between today and the words we hadn't said. If your name crosses my mind now, it doesn't shake me to the core. It feels like hearing an old song that I still quietly adore. Maybe you're changing just like I am, learning how to stand alone. Maybe all
with your name on my tongue. Not like a wound, more like a hum. The kind of sound that doesn't ask, just lets the morning take its mask. The room is wide, the light is thin. Another day is breathing in. I don't rush hope, I let it stay, like something meant to find its way. I used to force tomorrow's fate. I used to knock on every gate. Now I trust the open air. If it's meant, it will be there. If you come back slowly, I'll still be here. Not holding questions, not feeding fear. If you come back gently like we once began, I won't ask for promises, just take my hand. Life kept moving while we grew, in different shades, different views. But sometimes paths that learn to bend find the same beginning at the end. I see your face in passing smiles, in moments that feel worthwhile. Just letting me know some connections never go. I don't replay what broke apart. I don't rewind a restless heart. I keep my days light on my chest, trusting time knows me best. I'm not counting nights anymore, not staring at a closed door. I learned how to breathe inside my skin, how to be full before love begins. If you're meant to return, you won't arrive as a question, you'll arrive as peace. If you come back slowly, I'll recognize the sound. Not the rush, not the drama, just calm all around. If you come back softly, I won't need a sign. I'll feel it in my balance and the way our steps align. Ooh, let it be honest. Ooh, let it be real. If we meet again, let it feel like healing. Maybe we laugh about the space, about the time, about the days. Maybe we say we weren't ready then, but we are now right where we stand. No guarantees, no perfect plan, just two grown hearts, open hands. If love returns, it won't be loud. It'll feel like home without a sound. If you come back slowly, I won't run ahead. I'll meet you where I am, not who I was then. If you come back, I'm ready, not desperate, not afraid. I've built a life I love, there's room if you wanna stay. If you don't come back, I'm okay. That truth still shines, it still holds weight. But something in me calmly knows some stories pause, then gently close the space. If you come back slowly, I'll be right here, standing steady, living clear.
I don't circle the same streets, hoping I'll see your face. I let life choose its own timing, I trust whatever plays. Some memories come up softly like a name I almost said. They don't ask for my attention, they just pass me on their way. I don't wonder what you're doing, I don't fill the gaps with thought. I've learned how to let questions rest without tying them in knots. But somewhere in the distance, without planning or demand, I leave the door unlocked, I leave a little room to stand. Hope doesn't have to speak loudly, it doesn't need a vow. It lives in quiet acceptance of what could happen now. If we cross again someday, it won't need an explanation. No, intention, but I don't rush ahead. Life has its own invitations, I've learned to let them lead. I don't hold the past like a map, I don't use it as a guide. I take what made me steadier and leave the rest behind. Still I won't close a chapter or pretend it never was. Some things don't need a reason to be held with quiet trust. There's peace in not deciding how the story has to end. Some connections don't disappear, they simply loosen and bend. If we cross again someday, it won't feel strange or new. Just two lives briefly intersecting with nothing left to prove. No weight of expectation, no question hanging free. If we cross again someday, it will meet us honestly. I've learned how to walk alone without closing myself in. I don't need to guard the future to protect what's within. Whatever finds me next will find me fully here. Not waiting, not unfinished, just open, just sincere. Maybe it's a glance across the room, maybe just a smile, maybe only recognition that lasts a little while. Or maybe it's nothing more than knowing somewhere, somehow, two lives once shared a moment and both kept moving. Now if we cross again someday, it won't change who I am. It won't undo the growing or rewrite where I stand. It will simply be a meeting life chose carefully. If we cross again someday, it will feel easy. I don't pause my life for maybes, I don't wait in yesterday. I walk forward with an open heart. If we cross again someday.
I didn't notice it at first. Nothing sudden, nothing loud. Just a sense of standing still. In a moment I usually rush around. You were talking about your day, something simple, something small. And I realized I was listening, not waiting for my turn at all. There was no spark I could point to, no reason I could explain. Just a feeling settling in like coming inside from the rain. I've been careful for a while now, measuring every step, telling myself I was fine alone, making sure my heart stayed clean. But around that time feels unnecessary thin, not because you broke it down, but because I don't feel the need to build it in. This one feels different, not exciting in the old way. It doesn't pull me forward, it asks me to stay. It doesn't promise forever, it doesn't rush my hand. It just feels honest, like something that understands. I'm not replaying all the mistakes, I'm not afraid of the end. I'm not trying to protect myself from how this might be. I notice how I breathe easier, shoulders let go. How being quiet together doesn't make me feel low. You don't fill the space within, you don't ask me to decide. You let the moment be enough, and that's where I reside. I've learned love doesn't need proof, it doesn't need to be disappearing. I don't feel like I'm on display. I feel like myself around you in a very ordinary way. And that's what makes me pause. That's what makes me stay. Not the words we haven't spoken, the ones we don't need to say. This one feels different, not better, not worse, just softer in the middle, like a well-worn verse. I don't know where this is going, and strangely that's okay. I'm not letting the feeling stay. It turns into love. I want it to grow this way, without urgency, without fear, without needing to be saved. And if it fades someday, I think I'll still be proud that I trusted this quiet sense instead of chasing something loud. This one feels different, and I'm letting that be true. Not because I need it to last, but because it feels like me with you.
I've walked through love like open season. Let it teach me how to stay. I've learned the weight of quiet reasons and how to create a new day. Some dreams arrive without warning, some left before I understood. But every step kept moving forward, even when I thought it couldn't. I've loved with fire, loved with patience, loved with nothing left to give. I've learned that hearts don't break for nothing, they break to make more room. Now when I look at where I'm standing, I don't wish I was before. I feel the ground beneath my feet, and I don't ask for more. This is where life feels possible, not perfect, just alive, where every scar is softened into something kind. I don't need answers waiting at the end of every road. I've learned how hope keeps growing when you let yourself grow. I wake up curious, not anxious. I greet the day like an old friend. I don't measure joy in milestones, I feel it in how I've been. Toward laughter, toward connection, toward moments I can keep, like conversations after midnight, or learning how to sleep. I've learned love isn't just a person, it's a way you let things in. It's how you hold your own reflection without needing to win. And when love comes, I welcome it without handing over me. I let it walk beside my life, not carry all my dreams. This is where life feels possible, in a space I've learned to trust, where wanting more doesn't mean I'm unhappy with what was. I carry joy and longing like they're both allowed to be. I've learned how hope keeps breathing inside the real of me. I don't fear the days ahead or worship what happened. has passed. I've made peace with the in-between. I've learned how moments last. Some love stays, some loves change. Some only pass you by, but every one of them has shaped the way I say goodbye, and the way I say hello to morning still unknown, to chances that feel gentle, to the strength I've grown. I don't need life to promise you that everything works out. I trust the way it keeps unfolding, even when I have doubts, because I'm here, I'm open, I'm grounded in my skin. I've learned that happiness begins when you let it live in. This is where life feels possible, with both feet on the ground, where loving deeply doesn't mean I might get lost or drowned. I take the risk of being present. I choose the now I see. I've learned that hope is not a dream, it's how I choose to be. So here's to love in all its forms, the quiet and the bright. Here's to every version of me that learned how to survive. Here's to mornings filled with music and nights that feel complete. Here's to trusting that my life is exactly where it needs to be. This is where life feels possible, and I'm finally at ease. Not because the world is simple, but because I'm free. Free to love, to wait, to grow, to start again if needed. I've learned that life feels possible the moment you believe it.
I wake up breathing like I made it here, not untouched but still sincere. Light comes in, it doesn't ask, it finds my face and lets me pass. I've seen the nights that felt too long, I felt unsure, I felt undone. But standing now, I finally see how every road kept shaping me. I don't need proof that I survived, I'm here awake, I'm still alive. And that alone feels like a gift I didn't know I'd get to keep. Tomorrow sounds like us, not loud, not rushed, just steady steps and open trust. Tomorrow sounds like us, a voice that says you're ready now, just start again. No fear in what we haven't done, no waiting what is gone. Tomorrow sounds like us, moving on. I used to chase a perfect view, a version where I never lose, but life kept showing me instead that growth is built on what we say. Yes to trying, yes to rest, yes to knowing when to step back, yes to love that doesn't burn, yes to lessons finally learned. I don't need any hope, it's been walking with me every time I chose to stay, every time I walked away. I'm thankful, not for the easy parts, for the honest ones. Tomorrow sounds like us, breathing calm, no need to run, no need to rush. Tomorrow sounds like us, a future that feels earned by trust. I'm not afraid of what I'll find, I'm not behind, I'm right on time. Tomorrow sounds like us, in life. Ooh, let it come gently. Ooh, let it be real. I don't need more than this moment to know what I feel. If love finds me in another form, if life life bends in ways unknown. I'll meet it standing open-handed, not demanding, not alone. I've learned how to begin without erasing where I've been. I carry gratitude, not chains. I carry light, I carry names. And tomorrow sounds like us, not perfect, just awake, ready for the choices we're about to make. Tomorrow sounds like us, and that's enough to say I close my eyes tonight, at peace with yesterday. I wake, I move, I trust, I try. Tomorrow sounds like us.
I don't wake up asking questions. I don't brace for what might come. The day arrives the way it does, and I meet it as I am. I've learned the art of letting go without closing every door. Some things leave, some things stay, some things teach you something more. I've seen joy come quietly, I've seen it leave the same. I've learned that none of it was mine, but all of it was real. I don't hold life like a promise, I don't treat it like a test. I let it move through open hands, and somehow that feels best. There's a wisdom in not gripping, there's freedom in release. Life breathes better when you trust it to unfold naturally. I'm living with an open heart, not waiting to be sure. I don't need life to guarantee to feel secure. I welcome every season, I let them leave their mark. I'm living with an open heart, in the light, in the dark. I've loved and I've been disappointed, I've stayed and I've walked away. I've learned how both can live in me without canceling the day. I don't judge my past for changing, I don't rush the days ahead. I walk with what I've gathered, with the words I've never said. I've learned how much the soul can hold without breaking into parts. How tenderness and courage can live inside one heart. Life isn't sitting waiting for the perfect time to start. It's happening in the breathing, in the listening, in the heart. And I'm living with an open heart, not fearless, just aware. I know the cost of closing it, I've been there. I don't ask for smooth horizons, I don't need the map exact. I'm living with an open heart, that's how I move forward intact. When love finds me, I receive it without asking it to stay. When it leaves, I let it go without giving myself away. I don't build my life on outcomes, I build it on how I stand, on how gently I move through the deception. There was a time I thought living meant choosing right or wrong, but it's choosing to stay present when the answers take too long. It's trusting your own rhythm even when it feels unsure. It's believing that your openness is actually your cure. I'm living with an open heart, not perfect but sincere. I let the world be what it is, and I stay here. take one step, then another, living open. That's my truth.
Don't have everything answered. Don't know how it all turns out. But tonight feels steady enough to let my worries quiet down. I've spent years chasing moments, trying to feel ahead of time. Like happiness was somewhere else, always one step out of line. I loved hard, I love carefully, I love wrong, I love truth. Every version of my heart led me closer back to you. Not you as a person, you as a part of me that still believes in morning light and what it's allowed to be. I've seen plans fall apart, I've watched people drift away. I've learned that staying soft is its own kind of grave. Some days feel heavier, some nights stretch too long, but I'm learning that moving forward doesn't mean pretending nothing's wrong. I carry love in different forms now. Not all of it needs a name. Some of it's just patience, some of it's choosing to remain. I've been held and I've been broken, I've been silent, I've been loud. I've stood in rooms full of people and learned to be proud. Not of having it figured out, but of showing up as I am, with an open heart and steady hands, doing the best I can. I don't know who I'll be loving or where I'll land next year, but I trust the way my chest feels when I let myself be here. I don't need life to be perfect, I don't need love to be loud. I just need this quiet knowing that I'm allowed to hope without rushing, allowed to rest without fear, allowed to believe that good things still grow. I've learned happiness isn't constant, it comes and goes like breath, but meaning stays in the moments we choose presence instead. So if you're listening somewhere, feeling unsure like I do, I hope you hear this softly and let it reach you too. You don't need all the answers, you don't need a clear sign, just the courage to stay open, one moment at a time. Love will meet you in ways you can't predict or control. Life will ask you to trust it before it shows you the whole. And maybe that's the point of it, not knowing every turn, but walking forward anyway with what you learn. I don't know exactly where I'm going, but I know how I wanna go. With honesty, with patience, letting the future unfold. So tonight I'm choosing belief, not blind, not naive, just kind belief that we grow by living, not by staying behind. Whatever we've lost or gained, think we're gonna be okay. I really do. Not because life is easy, not because love is fake, but because we're still here, still willing to care. And that I know we're gonna be okay. We always are. We always are.
I open my eyes before the city moves. Lights spill softly across the floor. I swear I hear your laughter in the room, like it was never gone before. The kettle sings, the window breathes. Another morning finds my name. I tell myself I'm finally free, but freedom doesn't feel the same. I'm still waking up with you in the quiet corners of my day. Not holding on, not breaking through, just letting memories gently stay. I don't fight the truth, I let it pass like sunlight slipping through. I'm still waking up with you. I walk the long way to the cafe where strangers hum familiar tunes. There's comfort in the things that stay, even when love learns to move. I've learned how to smile without a plan, how to breathe between the lines. Some days I almost understand why hearts don't always heal on time. I'm still waking up with you in the rhythm of ordinary hours. Not asking why, not chasing proof, just trusting in the quiet power of moments that I never knew could still feel warm and true. I'm still waking up with you. Maybe one day your name will rise with every early train. Maybe I'll greet the morning sky without the echo of your face. But if that day is far away, I'm not afraid to wait. I've learned that hope doesn't fade, it simply learns another shape. I'm still waking up with you, but it doesn't hurt like it used to do. I've made a home in something new. I'll carry in a part of you. No regrets, no promises to keep, just a love that grew. I'm still waking up with you. And so do I, with steady steps and open hands. Whatever comes, I'll be alive and trust the life I'm building now. If our paths cross in some soft year, I'll smile honest and true. Not because I need you here, but because I once loved you. Because I once loved you.
Wake up running on a clear mind, like everyone turn, let me ride. The sun hits hard, I feel it fast. This moment is in the past. Oh, heavy thoughts on my shoulders now. I have my pace, I know my ground. Here it doesn't ask me right. It just reflects a steadier high. I used to stall in second guessing Every step felt like a question. Now I trust the way I move. Not perfect, but it's true. I'm still moving forward, even when the road bends. I don't need it mapped out, I just need to step in. I'm still moving forward, where my breath don't chase what I lost. I'm in motion. Yeah, the rhythm kicks. I sink, I don't wait for permission to exist. I've been low, I've been stuck, now I rise with the lift. Every scar in my chest just reminds me that I don't front, I don't fake what I feel. I talk straight, word clean, and my balance is real. I had doubts in my pocket, that fear in my sleep. Now I fold all that noise in the steps I can keep. Fast days with turns till I stay composed. I learn calm is a skill, not a place to expose. I don't need to be loud to be all in a room. I'll let time and speak first, and I move when it's true. I'm still moving forward, not to prove, just to be. Every mile that I cover feels honest to me. I'm still moving forward with the weight and the grace. I don't rush the arrival, I respect the pace. Some mornings are breathe and I feel it click like my life fits. Not thinking out loud, just steady the jig. I'm not late, I'm right on time for the life that's mine. Ooh, let it roll, ooh, let it stay. I don't need fireworks to light my way. Maybe love meets me near. Maybe hope that's my shoulder slow. Either way I keep walking to something I find love. I'm still moving forward, even when no one's around. I can hear my own heartbeat clear in the sound. I'm still moving forward, not afraid of the climb. I'm not chasing tomorrow, I'm alive. Yeah, still moving, still breathing, still here.
I didn't know love could teach without raising its voice. I thought it came with answers, turns out it came with choice. You never tried to save me, you just stood where you were. And somehow that was enough to make my own steps sure. We laughed in unfinished places, we spoke without a plan. Some days were loud feelings, some nights we didn't understand. But every moment shaped me in ways I couldn't see. You weren't just part of my story, you were a lesson inside me. I learned that love isn't holding, it's knowing when to let go. It's trust in what keeps growing, even after you're alone. What I learned from loving you is I don't disappear. I stay whole inside the giving, I stay honest, I stay clear. I learned how to stand unguarded without losing my ground. I don't love to be completed, I love to be The world kept moving forward, we didn't fight the tide. Some things don't need a reason to know when it's time. I stopped asking if I mattered, I felt it in the way I grew. Every quieter tomorrow carried something true. You saw me when I thought it didn't rush me through the fear. You let me find my balance year by year. I learned that hearts aren't fragile. They bend, but they don't break. They gather strength from every risk, from every chance we take. What I learned from love is I can open wide and still walk away with dignity, with nothing left to hide. I learned how to trust the moment, not cling to what it was. Love doesn't need a guarantee to be enough. Now when I meet new mornings, I don't ask who I should be. I bring the best of who I am without apology. I don't fear the ending chapters, I don't rush the start. I know love arrives in many forms, but always leaves a mark. If I love again tomorrow, I'll love with clearer eyes. Not soft and not more careful, just honest in my stride. I won't ask it to rescue me, I won't ask it to stay. I let it walk beside me in its own natural way. What I learned from living is strength can feel like grace. Standing still in who you are, no matter time or place. I don't regret a single step, I don't rewrite the truth. I am who I am today from loving you. The lesson stays, the moment moves, nothing lost, nothing due. This heart is fuller than before from loving you.
You're already awake when I open my eyes. The room was still quiet, morning light barely alight. You said nothing at first, just reached for my hand, like it was the most natural thing, like we'd always been planned. There was coffee on the table, getting colder by the minute, and a song on the radio. Neither of us really listened. I used to think like a ride with a rush, with a sound. But lately I've learned it's the calm that sticks around. It's the way you say my name when no one else is near. Not trying to be romantic, just honest, just clear. We don't talk about forever, we don't make any big claims. We just move through the hours, calling ordinary days by their names. Sometimes we walk without talking, let the city pass us by. Your shoulder brushing against mine, like it knows exactly why. I notice the smallest things, how you slow down when I lag behind, how you listen without fixing me, how you give me space to be mine. I don't feel like I'm proving anything, I don't feel like I have to perform. You see me when I'm quiet, you stay even when I'm on. And maybe this isn't the kind of love they write stories about, but it feels steady in my chest, like something I don't doubt. How that love that felt like fire, bright was going too fast. This feels more like breathing, something built to last. Even on the days we're tired, even when words come wrong, there's a comfort in knowing we're still moving along. I don't need perfect timing, I don't need a perfect scene, just mornings like this one. presence feels clean. If someday things get harder, if the world pulls us wide, I hope we remember this feeling. Standing close, nothing to hide. Because happiness doesn't always sparkle, it doesn't always announce itself loud. Sometimes it's just two people choosing each other quietly proud. So if this is all it ever is, no grand turns, no sudden twist, I think I'd still call it love. An ordinary days like
I found an old receipt in my jacket from a place we used to go. It made me laugh without warning. I get all red and blue. The streets look smaller than I remember, or maybe I just grew. But every corner still feels familiar, and that quiet way they do. We didn't know we were building memories. We were just living our days, turning ordinary afternoons into something that stays. And I don't miss you with an empty ache, or wish I could rewind. I just smile at the way it once felt, like a soft chapter in time. I remember the way it once felt, like the world is wide but kind. Your hand fitting easy in mine, like it always knew the design. No promises written in stone, no fear of losing our way. Just love doing what love does best, showing up every day. You talked about nothing important, but it felt like everything. Your voice carried through the evening, like a song I didn't need to sing. I love how you listen carefully, even when I ramble on, like my thoughts were worth the patience, like the moment I had more than time. We weren't perfect, we were honest, we laughed before we fought. who is here? I remember the way it once felt, and it still feels good to me, like a favorite song from years ago that sounds better with history. No longing at my chest, no sadness in my breath, just a quiet smile for a laugh. I lived its life from full death. If our paths cross in another life, just across a crowded room, I might and wish you happiness and needed every word of it too, because what we had was real enough to let me walk away whole. Not every love is meant to last, but every love can save your soul. I remember the way it once felt, and I'm thankful that I do. Some hearts leave a gentle mark, lovingly let go you.
Hey, I wake up thankful without a reason, like something good survived the season. Sky looks wide, my chest does too. I didn't win, but I made it through. There were days I didn't understand why effort slipped right through my hands, but standing here, I see it now. Nothing was wasted anyhow. I've been loved, I've been alone, I've been strong, I've overgrown. Every step, both fast and slow, taught me more than I could know. This life still feels kind of me, even when it tested me, even when I lost my way. Something good still chose to stay. This life still feels kind of me, not perfect, just honest. Like it bends but doesn't break, like it gives more than it takes. I see my younger self sometimes, rushing through the warning signs, thinking pain meant something failed, thinking calm was just delayed. Now I know the quiet days were teaching me another way. Not every answer needs a rush, not every dream demands a push. Oh, I don't need to be extraordinary, I just need to be awake, to notice how the morning holds me before I make another mistake. I'm not behind, I'm not early, I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. This life still feels kind of me, in the way it lets me grow, in the way it doesn't hurry what my heart needs time to know. This life still feels kind of me, even when I bend the rules. It forgives, it waits, it listens, like a patient kind of truth. Let me breathe it in. Ooh, let me stay. I don't need change. I'm okay today. Some dreams shifted shape with time. Some doors closed and realigned. But every loss I thought was wrong led me where I now belong. I'm not fearless, I'm with that joy and pain both meet me there. But knowing that I still choose to step forward, open and lose. This life still feels kind of me. Not because it's always fair, but because it lets me feel like I matter being here. This life still feels kind of me, and that's enough to say. I wake up ready for the hours, grateful for another day. This life still feels kind. And so do I. Still feels kind. And so do I.
You didn't promise me a future. You didn't say my name. You simply walked beside me, and somehow I'm not the same. I didn't lose myself in loving. I didn't shrink or bend. Some parts I haven't met yet. Right there where we end. You never asked me to be smaller. Never asked me to stay. You let me move at my own rhythm. That taught me my way. So when I think of what we were, it doesn't feel unclear. It feels like something finished well, something honest, something real. Some love doesn't leave you aching, it leaves you more aware. Drawn apart and reminded of how deeply you can care. You left me bare, guarded, not unsure. I trust my voice, I trust my pace, my footing feels secure. You didn't take what wasn't yours. You didn't close the door. You left me better than before, and open to much more. I speak with more intention. I listen without fear. I don't confuse intensity with something sincere. I've learned the shape of closeness, what it gives, what it costs. I know when love is present and when it's simply lost. I don't look back for answers. I don't wish we'd stayed. The meaning stayed inside of me. Even when you walked away, growth doesn't always come from staying. Sometimes it comes from release, from when a chapter ends and letting it end in peace. You left me better than before, not harder, just more true. I don't need less to feel complete. I don't need more than who I am now too. I carry what we built together without asking for more. You left me better than before, and ready for what's in store. Now when I love with clarity, not fear of what might break, I know myself enough to know which chances I should take. I don't hand over my direction, I don't disappear. I need love as an equal, fully present, fully here. There was no damage left behind us, no part I had to hide, just a deeper understanding of the way I'm alive. Not every ending leaves a scar, some leave a stronger spine. Some teach you how to keep your heart
I don't fall the way I used to. Rush toward the light. Take a step, then another. Make sure enough feet feel right. You asked me what I was thinking. I smiled and looked away. Not because I had no answer, I just didn't know how to say. And my heart still remembers how breaking feels inside. How something beautiful can quietly change your stride. And listen more than I speak now. I notice how things land. I don't give pieces of myself before I understand. You stood across the table, talking like you always do. I'm not imagining futures, but I'm present here with you. There's a calm in the way you move. No need to impress upon. You don't lean into my side. You let it stay true. Not ready to promise. I won't say I won't get scared, but I'm not closing the door, just leaving it where it's. I've learned love doesn't ask us to forget what we've been. We just ask if we're willing to begin slowly within. Sometimes I pull back a little when things start feeling close. Not because I don't want it, just because I'm learning my dose. I don't need fireworks, I don't need a sign. I just need to feel safe, standing next to the line. You don't ask me for certainty, is going. I'm not mapping it out, but I like how my chest feels when you're around. Not lighter, not louder, just steady and warm, like something adjusting to a new kind of form. If love comes back into my life, I want it honest and kind, not something I chase, not something that blinds. So if you're asking me now if I'm ready to begin, I'll tell you the truth without rushing in. I'm not ready for everything, I won't pretend that I am. But my heart isn't locked, it's just learning how to stand. I'm not ready, but I'm open, and for now that feels enough. Sometimes the bravest thing is letting yourself be so.
but the air still feels like in a way that calls me backward. Just reminds me what was true. I don't sit by empty windows counting cars that pass me by. I've got a life that keeps unfolding, even when you're not inside. I'm somewhere between today and the moment we'll meet again. Not holding tight, not walking away, just trusting how story bends. I carry you without the ache, like a promise softly used. I'm somewhere between today and the road that leads to you. I take myself out into daylight by the flowers I once skipped. I laugh a little louder lately at jokes I almost missed. There were nights I felt the distance, like a shadow in my skin. But shadows only prove the light is waiting somewhere just within. I don't ask the sky for answers or demand a perfect sign. I've learned that hope is not a question, it's a way of moving time. And somewhere between today and the moment we'll meet again, not standing still, not running late, just letting patience be my friend. I've grown into space we made, where silence used to stay, and somewhere between today and the words we haven't said, if your name crosses my mind now, it doesn't shake me to the core. It feels like hearing an old song that I still quietly adore. Maybe you're changing just like I am, learning how to stand alone. Maybe I'll listen chains behind my feet. I've learned that waiting doesn't mean my life is incomplete. So if our paths collide again under some familiar sky.
I wake up with your name on my tongue, not like a wound, more like a hum. The kind of sound that doesn't ask, just lets the morning take its mask. The room is wide, the light is thin, another day is breathing in. But don't rush hope, I let it stay, like something meant to find its way. I used to force tomorrow's shape, I used to knock on every gate. Now I trust the open air, if it's meant it will be there. If you come back slowly, I'll still be here, not holding questions, not feeding fear. If you come back gently, like we once began, I won't ask for promises, just take my hand. Life kept moving while we grew, in different shapes, different views. But sometimes paths that learn to bend find the same beginning at the end. I see your face in passing smiles, and moments that feel worth the while. Not pulling me, just letting me know some connections never go. I don't replay what broke apart, I don't rewind a restless heart. I keep my days light on my chest, trusting time and knows me best. I'm not counting nights anymore, not staring at a closed door. I learned how to breathe inside my skin, how to be full before love. If you're meant to return, you won't arrive as a question, you'll arrive as peace. If you come back slowly, I'll recognize the sound, not the rush, not the drama, just come all around. If you come back softly, I won't need a sound, I'll feel it in my balance, in the way our steps align. The time, about the days, maybe we say we weren't ready then, but we know right where we stand. No guarantees, no perfect plan, just two grown hearts, open hands. If love returns, it won't be loud, it'll feel like home without a sound. If you come back slowly, I won't run ahead, I'll meet you where not desperate, not afraid. I've built a life I love. There's room if you wanna stay. If you don't come back, I'm okay. That truth still shines, it still holds weight. Something in me calmly knows. Some stories pause and gently close the space. If you come back slowly, I'll be right here, standing steady, living clear.
the same streets, but then I see your face. I let life choose its own timing. I trust whatever plays. Some memories come up softly, like a name I almost say. They don't ask for my attention, they just pass me on their way. I don't wonder what you're doing, I don't fill the gaps with thought. I've learned how to let questions rest without tying them in knots. But somewhere in the distance, without planning or demand, I leave a door unlocked, I leave a little room to stand. Hope doesn't have to speak loudly, it doesn't need a vow. It lives in quiet acceptance of what could happen now. If we cross again someday, it won't need an explanation. No rehearsed emotion, no careful conversation. We'll meet as who we've become, not who we used to be. If we cross again someday, it will happen naturally. Ahead. Life has its own invitations, I've learned to let them lead. I don't hold the past like a map, I don't use it as a guide. I take what made me steadier and leave the rest behind. Still I won't close the chapter, pretend it never was. Some things don't need a reason to be held with quiet trust. There's peace in not deciding how the story has to end. Some connections don't disappear, they simply loosen then bend. If we cross again someday, it won't feel strange or new. Just two lives briefly intersecting with nothing left to prove. No weight of expectation, no question coming through. If we cross again someday, it will meet us honestly. Without closing myself in, I don't need to guard the future to pretend it's within. Whatever finds me next will find me fully here. Not waiting, not unfinished, just open, just sincere. Maybe it's a glance across a room, maybe just a smile, maybe only recognition that lasts a little while. Or maybe it's nothing more than knowing somewhere, somehow, shared a moment and both kept moving now. If we cross again someday, it won't change who I am. It won't undo the growing or rewrite where I stand. It will simply be a meeting life chose carefully. If we cross again someday, it will feel easy. I don't pause my life on maybes, I don't wait in yesterday. I walk forward with an open heart. If we cross again someday.
Didn't notice it at first. Nothing sudden, nothing loud. Just a sense of standing still in a moment I usually should. You were talking about your day, something simple, something small. And I realized I was listening, not waiting for my turn at all. There was no spark I could point to, no reason I could explain. Just a feeling settling in, like coming inside from the rain. I've been careful for a while now, measuring every step, telling myself I was fine alone, making sure my heart stayed pure. But around you, that guarding feels unnecessary thin. Not because you broke it down, but because I don't feel the need to build it in. This one feels different, not exciting in the old way. It doesn't pull me forward, it asks me to stay. It doesn't promise forever, it doesn't rush my hand. It just feels honest, like something that understands. I'm not replaying old mistakes, I'm not afraid of the end. I'm not trying to protect myself from how this might bend. I notice how I breathe easier, how my shoulders let go, how being quiet together doesn't make me feel low. You don't fill the space with answers, you don't ask me to decide. You let the moment be enough, and that's where I reside. I've learned love doesn't need proof, it doesn't need to be claimed. If it's real, it shows up, even when nothing is named. I don't feel like disappearing, I don't feel like I'm on display. I feel like myself around you in a very ordinary way. And that's what makes me pause, that's what makes me stay. Not the words we haven't spoken, but the ones we don't need to say. This one feels different, not better, not worse, just softer in the middle, like a well-worn verse. I don't know where this is going, strangely that's okay. For once I'm not afraid of letting the feeling stay. If this turns into love, I want it to grow this way, without urgency, without fear, without needing to be saved. And if it fades someday, I think I'll still be proud that I trusted this quiet sense instead of chasing something loud. This one feels different, and I'm letting that be true. Not because I need it to last, but because it feels like me with you.
I've walked through love like open seasons. Let it teach me how to stay. I've learned the weight of quiet reasons and how to greet a brand new day. Some dreams arrive without warning, some left before I understood. But every step kept moving forward, even when I thought I couldn't. I've loved with fire, loved with patience, loved with nothing left to prove. I've learned that hearts don't break for nothing, they break to make more room. Now when I look at where I'm standing, I don't wish I was before. I feel the ground beneath my feet, and I don't ask for more. This is where life feels possible, not perfect, just alive, where every scar has softened into something kind. I don't need answers waiting at the end of every road. I've learned how hope keeps growing when you let yourself grow. I wake up curious, not anxious. I greet the day like an old friend. I don't measure joy in milestones, I feel it in how I bend. Toward laughter, toward connection, toward moments I can keep, like conversations after midnight, or learning how to sleep. I've learned love isn't just a person, it's a way you let things in. It's how you hold your own reflection without needing to win. And when love comes, I welcome it without handing over me. I let let it walk beside my life, not carry all my dreams. This is where life feels possible. In the space I've learned to trust, where wanting more doesn't mean I'm unhappy with what was. I carry joy and longing like they're both allowed to be. I've learned how hope keeps breathing inside the real of me. I don't fear the days ahead or worship what is past. I've made peace with the in-between. I've learned how moments last. Some love stays, some loves change, some only pass you by. But every one of them has shaped the way I say goodbye, and the way I say hello to mornings still unknown, to chances that feel gentle, to the strength I've grown. I don't need life to promise me that everything works out. I trust the way it keeps unfolding, even when I have doubts, because I'm here, I'm open, I'm grounded in my skin. I've learned that happiness begins when you let living in. This is where life feels possible, with both feet on the ground, where loving deeply doesn't mean I might get lost or drown. I take the risk of being present, I choose the now I see. I've learned that hope is not a dream, it's how I choose to be. So here's to love in all its forms, the quiet and the bright. Here's to every version of me that learned how to survive. Here's to mornings filled with music and nights that feel complete. Here's to trusting that my life is exactly where it needs to be. This is where life feels possible, and I'm finally at ease. Not because the world is simple, but because I'm free, free to love, to wait, to grow, to start again if needed. I've learned that life feels possible the moment you believe it.
I wake up breathing like I made it here, not untouched but still sincere. The light comes in, it doesn't matter, it finds my face and lets me pass. I've seen the nights that felt too long, I felt unsure, I felt undone. But standing now, I finally see how every road kept shaping me. I don't need proof that I survived, I'm here awake, I'm still alive. And that alone feels like a gift I didn't know I'd get to keep. Tomorrow sounds like us, not loud, not rushed, just steady steps and open trust. Tomorrow sounds like us, a voice that says you're ready now, just start again. No fear in what we haven't done, no waiting what is gone. Tomorrow sounds like us. Moving on. I used to chase a perfect view, a version where I never lose. But life kept showing me instead that growth is built on what we said. Yes to trying, yes to rest, yes to knowing when to step back, yes to love that doesn't burn, yes to lessons finally learned. I don't need to hurry, hope, it's been walking with me close. Every time I chose to stay, every time I walked away. I'm thankful, not for the easy parts, for the honest ones. Tomorrow sounds like us. Breathing calm, no need to run, no need to rush. Tomorrow sounds like us. A future that feels earned by trust. I'm not afraid of what I'll find. I'm not behind, I'm right on time. Tomorrow sounds like us in life. Ooh, let it come gently. Ooh, let it be real. I don't need more than this moment to know what I feel. If love finds me in another form, if life bends in ways unknown, I'll meet it standing open-handed, not demanding, not alone. I've learned how to begin again without erasing where I've been. I carry gratitude, not chains. I carry light, I carry names. Tomorrow sounds like us, not perfect, just a way. Ready for the choices we're about to make. Tomorrow sounds like us, and that's enough to say. I close my eyes tonight at peace with yesterday. I wake, I move, I trust. Tomorrow sounds like us.
I don't wake up asking questions. I don't brace for what might come. The day rides away, I meet it. I've learned the art of letting go without closing every door. Some things leave, some things stay, some things teach you something more. I've seen joy come quietly, I've seen it leave the same. I've learned that none of it was mine, but all of it was real. I don't hold life like a promise, I don't treat it like a test. I let it move through open hands, and somehow that feels best. There's wisdom in not gripping, there's freedom in release. Life breathes better when you trust it to unfold naturally. I'm living with an open heart, not ready to be sure. I don't need life guaranteed to feel safe. I welcome every season, I let them leave their mark. I'm living with an open heart, in the light, in the dark. I've loved and I've been disappointed, I've stayed and I've walked away. I've learned how both can live in me without canceling the day. I don't judge my past for changing, I don't rush the days ahead. I walk with what I've gathered, the words I've never said. I've learned how much the soul can hold without breaking into parts. How tenderness and courage can live inside one heart. Life isn't something waiting for the perfect time to start. It's happening in the breathing, in the listening, in the heart. I'm living with an open heart, my fear is just aware. I know the cost of closing in, I've been there. I don't ask for smooth horizons, I don't need the map exact. I'm living with an open heart, that's how I move forward intact. When love finds me, I receive it without asking it to stay. When it leaves, I let it go without giving myself away. I don't build my life on outcomes, I build it on how I stand, on how gently I move through this ever-changing land. There was a time I thought living meant choosing right or wrong, but it's choosing to stay present when the answers take too long. It's trusting your own rhythm, even when it feels unsure. It's believing that your openness is actually your cure. I'm living with an open heart, not perfect but sincere. I let the world be what it is and I stay here. I don't need life to hold still, I don't need it to restart. I'm living fully honestly with an open heart. The day keeps turning quietly, nothing else to prove. I take one step, then another, living open. That's my truth. That's my truth.
Don't have everything answered. Don't know how it all ends up. But tonight feels steady enough to let my worries quiet down. I've spent years chasing moments, trying to feel ahead of time, like happiness was somewhere else, always one step out of line. I loved hard, I loved carefully, I loved wrong, I loved true. Every version of my heart led me closer back to you. Not you as a person, but you as a part of me that still believes in morning light, but it's a lie. I've seen plans fall apart, I've watched people drift away. I've learned that staying soft is its own kind of brave. Some days feel heavier, some nights stretch too long, but I'm learning that moving forward doesn't mean pretending nothing's wrong. I carry love in different forms now, not all of it needs a name. Some of it's just patience, some of it's choosing to remain. I've been held and I've been broken, I've been silent, I've been loud. I've stood in rooms full of people and learned to be proud, not of having it figured out, but of showing up as I am, with an open heart and steady hands, doing the best I can. I don't know up below where I'll land next year, but I trust the way my chest feels when I let myself be here. I don't need life to be perfect, I don't need love to be loud. I just need this quiet knowing that I'm allowed to hope without rushing, allowed to rest without fear, allowed to believe that good things still grow from here. I've learned happiness isn't constant, it comes and goes like breath, but meaning stays in the moments we choose presence instead. So if you're listening somewhere, feeling unsure like I do, I hope you hear this softly and let it reach you too. You don't need all the answers, you don't need a clear sign, just the courage to stay open one moment at a time. Love will meet you in ways you can't predict or control. Life will ask you to trust it before it shows you the whole, and maybe that's the point of it. I know every turn, but walking forward anyway with what you've learned. I don't know exactly where I'm going, but I know how I wanna go, with honesty, with patience. future unfold. So tonight I'm choosing belief, not blind, not naive, just kind. Belief that we grow by living, not by staying behind. Whatever we've lost or gained, whatever we've been through, I think we're gonna be okay. I really do. Not because life is easy, not because love is fair, but because we're still here, still willing to care. And that I've learned is more than enough. We're gonna be okay. We always were, we always are.
You said good morning like a small surprise, like you invented sunshine on a spot, and suddenly the world got softer. Tears in ways I didn't know I wanted. My hair's still messy and half awake, but you're already smiling at my face like I'm the best thing on your schedule, like I'm a reason for your day. And I don't need a grand parade, no fireworks, skies or fancy lines, just you right here in this sweet little place where time decides to be kind. I feel it, coffee bloom, warm and bright, it's opening in my chest. Simple kind of truth that doesn't shout, it only rests in your hands, in your laugh, and the way you pull me close. If love is a morning song, then this is the note I chose. We talk about nothing and everything, like two best friends who flirt too much. Your knee bumps mine under the table, and I forget the world is loud outside. The streets are running fast, but we're in no rush at all. You make the ordinary feel golden, like we're framed inside a photograph. I used to chase a perfect story, try to earn a love that never wins, but you're the calm inside the glory, you're the peace that still feels endless. I feel it, coffee bloom, like the day is learning how to sing a steady beating groove with little sparks in everything, in your eyes, in your voice, in the way you say my name, like you're not just passing through, like you're here to stay the same. If tomorrow brings its heavy moments and the sky turns complicated blue, I'll still have this, the quiet promise of how it feels when I'm with you. No pressure, no pretending, no games I have to win, just love that keeps on landing right where my heart has been. I feel it, coffee bloom, and I'm laughing like I'm 19 again. It's not a fragile truth, it's strong and soft and real, my friend. Take my fears, take my doubt, let them melt into the air. I don't need a bigger life when you are everywhere. So stay a little longer, let the morning stretch and breathe. We'll make this small day brighter with the simplest kind of sweet. I feel it, coffee bloom, warm and bright, it's opening in my chest. A simple kind of truth that doesn't shout, it only rests in your hands, in your laugh, and the way you pull me close. If love is a morning song, then this is the note I chose.
Wake up to the sound of you moving. Not a surprise, just something true. The way your footsteps find the floor feels like a promise we don't have to prove. No racing heart, no spinning thoughts, just steady breath, just gentle nights. The kind of quiet people earn when love is nothing left to burn. We don't chase the highs anymore. We don't ask for something more. We let the day arrive as it is. Somehow that feels rich. I'm happy where we are, not because it's perfect, but because it's ours. No fireworks in the dark, just a light that stays on when the nights are long. I'm happy where we are. I don't miss who we were. This feels far more sure. We talk about the day ahead, groceries, plans, the things we said. Your hand finds mine without a cue, like it's always known what to do. Love doesn't shout to stay alive. It settles in and learns the lines. It shows up calm, it shows up clear, and proves itself by staying here. I used to think love had to shake me, had to pull me off my feet. Now I know the strongest feeling is the one that lets me sleep. I'm not bored, I'm at peace. There's a difference. I'm happy where we are, in the silence we can share, in the way we don't explain why we care. I'm happy where we are, in the ordinary days. They don't fade, they quietly stay. Ooh, let the moments pass. Ooh, let them stay. We don't have to name forever. Feel okay. Maybe time will change our shape, add a line and just the way. But if this calm is what remains, I won't call that settling. I don't need a bigger story, I don't need a louder start. I just need the steady rhythm that keeps time around my heart. I'm happy where we are, not afraid of standing still. Love doesn't need to rush to prove it's real. I'm happy where we are, and I choose this every day. Not because I have to, but because I stay. Yeah. Happy where we are. Ooh, happy where we are. Happy where we are. Happy where we are. Ooh, happy where we are. Happy where we are. Oh, happy where we are. Right here.
We didn't fail, we just finished. That's the truth I've come to know. Not every love is meant to stay, but every love can help you grow. We spoke our minds, we made mistakes, we learned as we went along. Some days we moved in harmony, some days the rhythm felt wrong. But nothing here feels empty now, nothing feels in vain. What we shared still in me without the weight of pain. Don't rewind our conversations or count what wasn't said. I see the way we tried our best with the tools that we had. Regret doesn't live here anymore, gratitude took its place. There's peace in knowing we were real even when we couldn't stay. Nothing was wasted between us, no moment lost in time. We gave what we were able to give, with open hearts, with honest minds. Even the nights that fell apart taught us how to stand. Nothing was wasted honest truth back then. And sometimes truth is knowing when to let love in. I don't look back with heavy eyes. I don't ask who was right. I see two people learning slowly how to live their lives. We didn't leave each other broken. We didn't leave a mess. We left with deeper understanding, and that alone is worth the rest. Some endings come without blame, without a scar to prove. Just two hearts choosing separate roads with nothing left to lose. Nothing was wasted between us, no feeling thrown away. Every laugh, every hard goodbye still matters in its way. We didn't steal from one another. We gave what we could do. Nothing was wasted between us, not loving you. Now when I hear your name out loud, it doesn't pull me back. It simply sounds like part of life, a chapter I once had. I wish you peace without conditions. I wish you something true. Not because I owe you anything, but because I once knew you. We don't need a different ending. We don't need a rewrite scene. The meaning wasn't living it, not in what might have been. Some love stories are complete without staying the same. They finish quietly, respectfully, without regret, without blame. Nothing was wasted between us, not the love, not the fall. It shaped the way I trust again. It taught my heart to stand tall. I don't carry what we lost, I carry what we gained. Nothing was wasted between us, and I'm thankful we came. The past rests easy where it belongs. No wait, no one used truth. Nothing was wasted between us. It all led me forward into who I am. Into who
The room feels bigger when it's quiet, like the walls learned how to listen. I left the window open again, just to feel something moving in. Your side of the bed is empty, but I don't push it away. I let the space stay honest, like it earned the right to stay. I thought waiting meant standing still, like time forgot my name. But the days keep turning softly, even when nothing changes. I make dinner just for myself, still set 2 plates sometimes. Not because I'm pretending, just because habits take time. I walk the long way home at night, let the street lights blur. Every face becomes a story, none of them quite yours. I don't know if you'll come back. I stopped asking when, but there's a quiet part of me that hasn't learned how to end. It's not pain exactly, more like holding breath, not afraid of breaking, just careful with what's left. I'm learning how to sit with it, this feeling in between, not lonely enough to fall apart, not whole enough to leave. Some nights I almost reach for you, my hand stops halfway there. Not because I shouldn't miss you, just because I'm aware that love doesn't always rush us. Sometimes it lets us grow, teaches us how to stand alone before it says hello. If you ever think of me in some distant version of now, I hope you feel something gentle, not regret, not a vow. And if we never cross again, if our story's truly done, I want you to know I waited, but I didn't come undone. 'Cause waiting isn't weakness, it's not losing your way, it's choosing to stay open even when answers delay. So I keep the light on softly, not for you, not for me, but for whoever I'm becoming. In this quiet in between, I'm still waiting, yes, but I'm standing tall, not alone in this moment, not empty at all.
I don't wake up asking questions about where this road might go. I tie my shoes, I breathe in deeply, let the moment set the tone. There was a time I chased forever, like it owed me something back. Now I'm smiling at the seconds I used to let slip through the cracks. Your voice doesn't promise heaven, it doesn't need to pretend. It just meets me in the moment like it plans to stay tuned. I don't need a perfect ending or a headline kind of love. I just want what's in my hands now, and right now that's enough. Right here is enough for me. The way you look when you're unsure, the way you laugh before you speak, like honesty feels natural. No racing hearts, no proving stuff, no fear of falling behind. I've learned that love can be quiet and still feel alive. Right here is enough for me. Walk without a destination, let the streetlights guide our pace. You talk about your small frustrations, I listen like they matter, because they do. I used to think of love needed pressure, needed sparks that burn too bright, but you feel like steady weather, like something like you don't try to change my rhythm, you don't ask me to be more, you just fit into my breathing like you've been here before. I don't measure us in milestones or worry where we stand. I only know when you're beside me, and I'm the person that I am. Right here is enough for me, this calm that settles in my chest. The way you don't demand from me, but still bring out my best. No countdown clocks, no what ifs, no past that pulls my mind. I've learned that love can live in now and still feel designed. Right here is enough for me. I've seen you dressed up as urgency, heard it knock and rush me through, but this feels more like certainty, because it doesn't need to move. If tomorrow asks us questions, we'll answer when they come. I'm not afraid of certainty, it already feels done. I don't need vows written early or plans carved into stone. I just like how your hand finds mine, like it knows where it belongs. And if this grows into forever, I'll meet it step by step. But if it stays exactly like this, place I won't feel I settle less. Right here is enough for me. The shared silence, the easy smiles, the way the world feels softer when we forget the time. No spotlight, no grand display, just something real and kind. I've learned that love can be simple and still feel divine. Right here is enough for me. I'm not holding back, not guarding. I'm just open without fear, because happiness doesn't need permission when it's already here. So let the days arrive unplanned, let life stay gently rough. I don't need more than what I have, because right here is enough. Right here is enough for me, and for the first time I agree. Not because I'm scared to want, but because I'm finally free. Free to choose the present moment, free to trust what I feel now. I don't need a bigger promise, I just need you around. Right here is enough for me, and I mean it honestly. Some loves grow loud, some loves fly high, some just let you be. And if this is the shape of love, I'll take it as it comes. I've learned that choosing happiness starts with saying, this is enough.
I wake up with a sentence in my chest, one I practice but I never said. It's not regret that keeps me still, it's understanding what I miss. The morning moves like nothing's wrong, people laughing, cars roll on. And here I am, a little wiser now, knowing when, but not the how. I thought love would wait for clarity, I thought time was always on my side. Silence is a neutral ground, it's a choice you don't rewind. I didn't lose you in a moment, I loosened my grip too slow. I believed there'd be another day to let my honest feelings show. I didn't mean to let it fade, I just thought it'd always stay. And now I know what courage costs when you don't use it right away. I don't blame you for the leaving, you listened when I stayed unsure. You needed truth in real time, not maybe just as more. I see now how love is fragile, not weak, just asking to be known. It doesn't shout, it doesn't beg, it waits and then it's gone. I kept my feelings neatly folded, afraid they'd fall apart, but holding back was still a risk. It broke us from the start. Some love doesn't end in anger, it ends in understanding, and that can hurt just as much. If I could speak without the fear, I'd say you mattered every day, not just in ways I thought were clear, but in words I pushed away. I tell you love needs motion, not just intention inside. And hearts don't read between the lines, they hear what isn't tried. I don't carry this as punishment, I carry it as proof that loving well takes bravery, not just being true. Next time I won't confuse being calm with being quiet. I'll say the things that matter while the moment is still alive. Ooh, some lessons stay gentle. Ooh, some lessons stay deep. They don't tear you apart, they just don't let you sleep. Maybe we weren't meant to last, maybe timing wasn't kind, but I won't waste the love I learned by leaving words behind. I wake up lighter than before, even with this truth I keep. I didn't fail at loving you, I learned how love should speak. I breathe and let the morning carry in what I didn't say, so I can say it next time.
Feel kinda now, they don't rush me through the day. Time moves like it understands, there's no reason to escape. I walk a little slowly, not because I'm tired or weak, but because the moment holds me in a softer kind of way. The city hums in low vibration, coffee cups and passing smiles. Everything feels briefly present, like it's allowed to stay a while. I don't need a bigger picture, I don't need the next surprise. What I have is fully breathing right before my eyes. There's comfort in the ordinary when your heart is finally still, not frozen, just steady, knowing what you feel. The hours feel clear now, they don't test me anymore. Each one opens gently like an unlocked door. I don't race against the minutes, I don't ask what comes somehow. I live inside the moment, the hours feel kinder now. I notice how my voice sounds when I speak without defense, how my thoughts fall into place without proving consequence. I've stopped negotiating happiness, stopped asking what it costs. Joy isn't something fragile that gets easily lost. I sit with my own presence like an old and trusted friend. We don't fill the space with questions, we just let the silence mend. Peace isn't something distant, it's closer than we think. It shows up when you stop demanding and simply let yourself breathe. The hours feel kinder now, they don't pull me ahead, they walk beside my footsteps through the words I haven't said. I don't chase the future's promise, I don't rewrite how. I'm exactly where I need to be. The hours feel kinder now. If love joins me in this season, it will fit the pace I'm in. Not louder, not heavier, just honest, just in sync. I won't ask, I won't slow it down. Whatever finds me naturally is welcome now.
with my hand still on the light. Didn't know if I should stay or let the silence win tonight. You were breathing like you always do, soft and slow, like nothing's wrong. I had 1,000 things to tell you, but they all felt too heavy on my tongue. So I said something small, something safe and thin, like drive home slowly, like text me when you can. But the truth was shaking right behind my teeth. Every word I swallowed was another piece of me. I don't know why it's harder to be honest when it matters most. I was scared that if I said it, you'd already be halfway gone. I still remember the sound of your laugh in that old cafe near the corner street. You said life felt wide and open, like we were more than we'd ever need. Now the nights feel longer, but not completely cold. I replay our conversations like they're stories I was never told. I wonder if you think about me when the city goes quiet too. If my name ever crosses your mind the way yours still crosses mine, uninvited, untrue. I'm not asking for forever, I'm not begging you to stay. I just wish I'd found the courage to say what I meant that day. Because love doesn't always shout, sometimes it waits in line, hoping it'll be noticed before it runs out of time. If I met you again tomorrow on some ordinary street, I think I'd finally look you in the eye and let my voice be weak. I tell you I was afraid, not of losing you, but of letting myself need you the way I still do. Maybe you just might, maybe you'd say nothing at all, but at least my heart would know I didn't leave it behind that wall. So tonight I'm saying it softly to an empty side of the bed. All the words I never said, still learning how to be said. I don't know where we're going, don't know how this ends. But love like this doesn't disappear, it just waits until you're ready.
I don't rush the morning anymore. I let it find me understand. There was a time I chased the open door. Now I just walk in when I can. I've lived a little on my own, learned how silence sounds at night, found out my heart can be alone even when it's quiet inside. I used to think love had a deadline, like I miss it if I blinked, but life kept moving in its own time, teaching me how not to cling. Now I hear something softer calling, not a shout, just a steady drum, like the universe reminding me I don't have to run. I'm learning the pace of love, the way it breathes, the way it stays, not falling fast, not holding up, just moving on through my days. If it comes, I'll let it rise. If it waits, I'll still be fine. I'm learning the pace of love, and it finally feels like mine. I see color kids laughing on the street, and it doesn't shake my ground. I smile at the possibility instead of feeling left out. There's beauty in the space between what I had and what will be. I've grown into a version of me that doesn't beg or bargain. See, I know now what I bring to the table, what I give without losing shape. I don't need love to save me, I just want it to meet me halfway. I want slow hands and honest eyes, someone who knows when to stay. A love that grows sometimes too bright, but warms me day by day. I'm learning the pace of love, the gentle pull, the quiet trust, not asking fate to hurry up, not scared of taking just enough. If hearts align, I'll open mine with both feet on the ground. I'm learning the pace of love, and I like the rhythm. Maybe you're out there living your life, learning your lessons too. Maybe our paths will cross one night when we're both finally true. Not perfect, not untouched by pain, but open, real and kind. Two people choosing not to race, but walk the same slow line. I don't need fireworks in the sky to tell me something's real. I'll know it by the way it feels, by the calm it lets me feel, by the laughter that comes easy, by the silence that feels safe, by love that doesn't ask me to be someone I'm not today. I'm learning the pace of love, and it's steady, warm and clear. It doesn't disappear at doubt, it doesn't feed on fear. If tomorrow brings a hand to hold, I'll take it when it's right. I'm learning the pace of love, and trust in life tonight. So here I am, still moving forward with an open, grounded heart. Whatever comes, I know for sure I'm ready for my part. Not chasing dreams, not closing doors, just living what I choose. I've learned that love arrives on time. You're no longer gonna choose. I'm learning the pace of love, and I'm exactly where I should be. Not early, late, or running out. Just fully, honestly me. When love finds its way to me, I'll meet it face to face. I'm learning the pace of love, and I'm finally in my place.
Wake up singing on like my heart already knows what's next. The curtains glow, the street is soft and slow. Suddenly your name feels warm again. A quiet cup, a gentle sound of glass. I let the moment slip, I let it pass. No rush today, the world is kind to me. This light feels like a place to be. It's not a pain that pulls me under, it's more like air that turns to color. I'm not reaching, I'm just aware. Some love can stay without despair. Morning, I remember you, not the goodbye, not the blues, just the way you laughed at nothing, just the way my heart stayed true. Morning, I remember you like a song I never lose, and I smile into my coffee, 'cause the day feels fresh and new. I step outside, the breeze is clean and clear, a soft rhythm moving through the air. The city hums in gentle time, like it's it's keeping pace with mine. I used to think that missing meant I'd fall, but now it's just a proof I love it all. The quiet truth I don't erase, a tender part of who I am. Yeah, I'm talking low so the world won't hear me. I'm not asking for a sign, I'm just saying you matter. Some mornings I thought I'd never stand, but here I am, calm again, letting the sun do what it does, teaching my chest to trust. Morning, I remember you and it doesn't pull me down. It opens up a window to a softer kind of sound. Morning, I remember you like a steady point of view, and I walk into this daylight like I finally learned to choose. Ooh, let it be simple, ooh, let it be kind. If love was a lesson you taught my hard time, maybe we meet in another year, maybe not, and that's alright. What we were was real and honest, and I can hold that in the light. I'm not alone in this wide morning. I've got my life, it's calling me, so I keep moving, softly going with peace instead of memory. Morning, I remember you, not the end, not the bruise, just the way you looked right through me, like you saw what I'd become. Morning, I remember you and I bless what we went through. Then I breathe and start my day. Now, yeah, my day is finally come. Morning, I remember you. You fade in a beautiful way.
I don't wake up fighting the feeling. I don't force the day to agree. I let the morning come to me the way it's meant to be. I've tried holding everything steady. I've tried letting everything go. Somewhere between the two, I learn what I need to know. Life doesn't ask for certainty. It asks for honesty, to stand inside the moment and let it carry me. I don't need joy to shout my name or prove it's here to stay. I choose it in the simplest ways. I choose it anyway. Happiness isn't a victory. It's a quiet decision made again and again with open hands, without needing to be brave. I'm choosing joy hopes it bloom. I'm choosing joy gently, not loud, not proud, just steady in my breathing in the middle of the crowd. I'm choosing joy gently without needing a sign. Trusting that this quiet is enough for the line. If love meets me in the future, I'll welcome what it brings, not as something I depend on, but as one of many things. I don't need my life explained or framed in perfect art. I live it as it's happening with an open, willing heart. There was a time I thought happiness was something I had to earn, but it's something you allow yourself to finally learn to stop withholding tenderness, to stop standing aside, to let yourself feel warmth again without asking why. I'm choosing joy gently in the light in between, not because I figured it out, but because I'm listening. I'm choosing joy gently as the truest way I know to honor every version of me that helped me grow. The day moves forward soft and sure, nothing asks me to pretend. I choose this life, I choose this word again and again and again.
I used to think I was listening, but I was only waiting to speak. I see that now, looking back at how tired you are. You weren't asking for answers, you weren't trying to be saved. You just wanted me beside you, not ahead, not afraid. I thought love meant being safe, being strong every day. I didn't know how much courage it took just to stay. There were moments you reached for me, and I was already gone. Not in distance, just distracted, thinking I had more time to respond. If I had known then what I know now, I would have slowed every second. I would have learned how to hear what you didn't say, to see what you couldn't explain. I would have held you without fixing, without turning your hurt into blame. I remember that night clearly. You sat quiet, staring ahead. I asked if you were okay. You smiled instead. The smile stayed with me long after you left. It wasn't bitter or angry, just careful with what you had left. I don't think you were asking too much. I think I was afraid of failing. So I chose distance over honesty, called it giving space, but it wasn't true. I see now how love can change when we don't let it be. How silence can sound like safety until someone decides to leave. If I had known then that effort isn't loud, that showing up quietly is sometimes how love is found, I would have learned your language. Now I forced you to speak mine. I would have met you where you were, instead of rushing the time. I'm not asking you to come back, I won't rewrite what's been done. I just needed to say this out loud, even if you're no longer the one, because caring nothing new, but naming it softly feels like telling the truth. I hope someone meets you better now, listens when you pause. I hope love feels lighter for you without having to explain the cause. And if you ever think of me, I hope it's not with pain, just a moment of knowing we both grew from the same rain. If I had known then, I would have loved you slower, but knowing now, at least our love wiser. I don't look for you in crowded places, trace your steps in passing cars. I've learned how to enjoy the distance without turning into scars. Some names still flow through conversations, some songs still sound like you, but memory doesn't mean I'm waiting, it just means we once were true. I've got moments filled with my intentions, evenings that feel complete. I don't promise my life for maybe, I let maybe walk with me. There's a difference between believing and standing still in hope. I've chosen faith that keeps on moving, not the kind that holds me close. So 5 days around again, under some unplanned sky, I'll meet you with a steady heart and open, honest eyes. No questions further with the peace. No wait, I need you to prove. If our days align again, I'll know what to do. I don't rehearse the words I tell you or picture how you'd react. Life feels richer when I'm present, not reaching through the cracks. I've learned love doesn't need surveillance, it doesn't ask for signs. What's meant to circle back to you knows how to read the time. There were seasons I held answers before the questions came. Now I let the moment speak first and trust it knows my name. I'm not closing doors behind me, I'm not saving just a seat. I'm building something that feels grounded on my own 2 feet. If our days align again, I won't rush or hesitate. I won't shrink myself to fit or ask the universe to wait. I'll arrive exactly as I am with nothing left to prove. If our days align again, I'll know what to do. Maybe we'll laugh about the timing, about how far we grew. Maybe we'll share a quiet coffee like old friends sometimes do. Or maybe life will keep on weaving different stories through our hands, and that won't mean we lost something, it'll mean we understand. I don't measure love by distance or by how long it stays. Some connections aren't about holding, they're about shaping days. I trust the way my life is formed, the rhythm feels like mine. And if love chooses to return, it'll arrive on time. If our days align again, I won't need to rewind. Everything I lived without you stand behind my smile. No guilt, no weight, no fragile thread, no fear of something new. If our days align again, I'll meet you as someone true. Until then, I'm living fully, not half dreaming, not unsure. I've learned hope doesn't ask for silence, it lies loud, calm and pure. So here's to all the open endings, all the ways we're growing free. I'm not waiting for
to.
I wake before the setting moon. The sky's still learning what to do. My breath is still, my hands are still. This quiet feels intentional. No messages I need to read. No one pulling on my sleeve. Just morning light across the floor. And time I never felt before. I used to think that waiting meant standing still without intent. And now I see it differently. Yes, space is building something in me. I'm not stuck, I'm staying here, but out of fear, but out of care. There's a difference I can feel between being alone and being real. I stay with those that don't rush, with a gentle wave of trust. I stay with questions unanswered, letting patience do its work. I stay out because I'm unsure, but because my heart is sure. Some things grow better when you let them take their time. The street below begins to hum. A bus sighs, another one comes. Life is moving, so am I. Just at a softer steam inside. I see reflections in the glass of who I was and who I am. No urgency to redefine. I like this taking time. I used to fill the silence fast, free the quiet wooden lies, but listen now, it's holding me like it knows exactly what I need. I'm not waiting for a person, I'm waiting for alignment, for the moment when my life feels ready to open this door. I stay who I'm becoming, not who I used to chase. I stay with days unfolding at their natural pace. I stay, that's a choice, not a gap I couldn't cross. This waiting isn't empty, it's a game that aligns. One day the space will shift, one day footsteps will align. But even if today is quiet, I know I'm doing fine. I stay with the time I stay. This teaches me exactly how to stay myself.
don't feel lost in what we were. There's a calm that stays beside me like a truth I've learned to trust. I loved you without losing myself. I gave without regret. And even now I'm standing strong with everything we left. The streets begin to softly move. Another hour finds its place. Life unfolds in gentle rhythms. I don't rush, I don't escape. Some loves don't have to be forever. They teach you how to stay sincere, how to walk away still open without carrying the fear. I don't replay every sentence. I don't ask what could have changed. I don't need to rest inside me without needing it explained. I loved you with an honest heart, not perfect, just a way. And that kind of love still warms me before the day fully starts. Time doesn't still matter, it reshapes what we keep. I don't need us to return to know it lived in me. I'm not standing in the shadow, I'm not waiting for a sign. I'm right here in the present, letting life arrive on time. What we had still feels alive, not heavy, not apart. It's a quiet kind of knowing before the day fully starts. I see couples pass me smiling, I don't turn my eyes away. Their happiness feels possible in my own unfolding way. There's a strength in simple moments, in the way I hold my ground. I don't measure love by endings, I measure it by how I sound. Maybe someday paths will cross in a place we've never been. Maybe not, both are gentle, neither loss, neither sin. I don't need another promise, I don't need to look behind. I carry what was real with me and leave the rest to time. I'm not afraid of loving deeper, I'm not scared of feeling true. Every step I take feels lighter, knowing what my heart can do. What we shared still feels like warmth, not a scar, not a scar past. It's the calm before the sunlight, before the day fully starts. The light climbs higher on the wall. Another chance begins, and quietly with open hands, let the day come.
Used to think love was the answer, like it could settle everything. Like if I held it tight, life would stop questioning. I was counting every moment, trying to make it all in. Afraid that if I lost you, I'd be losing all my time. But somewhere between believing and the nights I spent alone, I started hearing my own thoughts in a voice I didn't know. I learned how mornings feel when no one's watching me, how silence doesn't always mean something's missing in between. I still believe in love, I do, I haven't turned away. I just stopped asking you to show me who I am each day. There are parts of me still forming, still unsure of where to land. But I'm not scared of open roads like I used to be back then. I meet people, I let them in, I let them leave as well. walks beside me while I'm becoming who I am. Some nights I miss the certainty, the way things felt so clear. The certainty was never peace, it was just louder fear. Now I choose the slower pace, the kind of peace that doesn't need a promise. How every story ends. If someone stays, I welcome it. If they go, I'll still stand. I'm not unfinished without them. I finally understand, because life isn't something you solve or get right. It's something you move through day after night. And love isn't the destination, it's not the finish line. It's just one of the places where you learn to be kind. So here I am, still open, still hopeful, still unsure, but trusting my own footsteps more than I ever did before. I don't have it figured out, but I'm not lost like I was. I'm learning how to live, and that feels like enough.
I used to replay every moment like I could write the scene. Every word I should have spoken, every place I shouldn't have been. I carry guilt like a habit, wore it close to my skin, thinking love was something fragile that I somehow failed to hold in. I blame my voice for being honest, my heart for wanting more. I blame the timing, blame the silence, blame the way we closed the door. But loving you was never reckless, I see that clearly now. It taught me things I couldn't learn until I lost my balance somehow. If I knew then what I know now, I'd still choose you all the same. I'd still fall without a safety net, still call out your name. Not every goodbye is a mistake, not every loss is proof of doubt. If I knew then what I know now, I love you just as loud. I try to be who you needed before I knew who I was. I bent my edges into corners, caught it giving too much. There were nights I felt invisible, standing right by your side. But I was scared of saying everything, afraid of changing the tide. I understand the distance wasn't something I could make. Some loves don't end from lack of caring, they end so we can go away. I don't regret the way I felt or how deeply I believe. I only wish I'd held my ground instead of asking you to see. If I knew then what I know now, I'd still choose you all the same. I'd still run toward the firelight, even if it ends in rain. Some lessons come wrapped in tears, some truths only come around. If I knew then what I know now, I'd love you just as loud. There's a kindness in forgiving the girl I used to be. She did her best with what she had, and that's enough for me. I don't flinch when your name appears. It doesn't pull me under. It feels like meeting an old version of a beautiful summer. I've learned love isn't about winning or holding someone tight. It's about standing in your own skin and letting go feel right. So I thank you for the mirror, for the cracks that let me see that love can hurt and still be worth it, that love can still feel free. If I knew then what I know now, I'd still open every door. I wouldn't trade the way we love for something safe and small. I'm stronger from the truth it shows, from every rise and fall. If I knew then what I know now, I'd love you through it all. And when the next love finds me smiling with a steady heartbeat sound, I'll bring the light I earned from you, the wisdom I hold now. No fear, no second guessing, no hiding who I am. Just love that meets me where I stand with open eyes in hand. If I knew then what I know now, I'd say thank you, not goodbye. Some lives don't last forever, but they teach you how to fly.
I wake up smiling for no reason, like something good is in the sea. My heart's already up and dressed, ready for whatever's next. Your voice still ringing from last night, not too loud, just feeling right. I check my phone, your name is there, and suddenly the room has. We don't know where this goes, we don't need to. Every step is something new, and that's the truth. We don't promise, we don't swear, we just show up when we're there. We're 20 and breathing, laughing at nothing at all, dancing through moments we won't even know we'll recall. We're 20 and breathing, letting the good days stay long. If love is a rhythm, this is where we belong. Coffee stains and borrowed time, the jacket fitting me just fine. We talk about the life we want, like it's already ours to touch. No pressure on tomorrow's name, no fear of losing what we gain. Just being here, just being us, learning how to trust the rush. I don't need a perfect life, I don't need forever sign. I need this laugh, this look, this day, this feeling. I don't chase away, I've been scared of loving fast, thinking moments never last. But maybe that's the beauty, nothing's promised till it's true. We don't rush it, we don't slow it, we just live inside. We're 20 and breathing, hands loose, hearts wide open. Every mistake is a story in motion. We're 20 and breathing, learning as we go along. If love is a question, then living is the song. Let it stay simple. Let it be real. We don't need This hope feels solid, this love feels rough. I don't know if this is the one. I just know it feels like fun, and fun can mean something deep when you're awake, when you're awake. We're 20 and breathing, not trying to be right, just holding the moment in open daylight. We're 20 and breathing, and that's already a win. If love is a doorway, then let's walk. Speak its part. The room feels wider when I listen. Instead of guarding my heart, the clock moves on without asking. The sky changes its tone. I'm not counting who's missing. Learning how to be alone. I used to think waiting and pausing, standing still in between. But I've been growing quietly in places no one sees. I don't rush the future toward me. I don't push the past away. I stay right where my feet are and let the feeling stay. There's a strength in staying open when nothing calls your name. There's a calm in simply breathing without needing to explain. I stay even when I'm alone, not empty, not unsure. I don't fade without your presence. I stand clearer, I stand pure. Waiting doesn't make me small. It teaches me my shape. I don't wait for love to save me. I wait knowing I'm okay. Evenings fall into the window. Soft lights on quiet streets. I watch the world keep choosing who it's meant to meet. I don't feel left behind by timing. I don't feel it tonight. Some things bloom without witnesses, without noise, without a sign. I don't need someone beside me to feel where I belong. I've learned how to keep my balance.